I got to see Sir Anthony Hopkins performing Hannibal Lecter in that set, the same, they had rebuilt the set from Silence of the Lambs where he's in that. It was amazing. Amazing, amazing. It might have been the first day that I was on the set. They were shooting, it was the scenes in the asylum.
Okay.
And so, I don't know if you remember that.
Yep.
Like,
Oh, yeah.
Crazy cool down lighting that was like really hot and it was awesome. But like my call as BTS was later than the rest of the crew. So when I roll into this play, I've never been to this set before, but I come in, everybody else is already in there working. So like I come in this kind of side door because it's the most obvious one to go in. And then there's this like big courtyard and like I'm walking across it and there's all these extras there, like playing asylum inmates or whatever, and they're like kind of like nodding and doing weird stuff, and like and I was like, man, these guys are really, for extras, they're like really into it, like to the point where like halfway across the yard, I was like looking around like, are they rolling? Like, am I blowing a shot right now? I'm carrying all my gear in and I was like, oh no, what is happening? And I get 3/4 of the way across the yard and then a guard comes up to me and I was like, I screwed this up. And he's like, are you here with the film crew? I go, yeah. And he goes, this is an active asylum. You were in the wrong place. You're supposed to, and I was like, oh, he's like, you do not want to be in here right now. And I'm like, okay. And so he takes me over to where he's like, don't ever come over here. I was like, all right. Don't. So now I get the camera out and then shooting B-roll because Anthony Hopkins is not on set. And so I'm shooting B-roll. I'm getting like stuff with the lights and like, whatever, just editing pieces. And then as I'm doing that, I'm shooting straight up and then there's some tap on my shoulder and I turn around and it's Sir Anthony Hopkins. And he goes, hi, I'm Tony. And I was like, oh my God. And I was like, and I introduced myself and he's just like the sweetest, nicest guy. And he finishes by, he goes kind of like this. Okay. So I put the camera up and he just goes, I was like, all right. It was awesome. That's awesome. He's just incredible.
Copy you.